Hello, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to the new edition of discussion about deviant behavior. So as part of our program of Master of Science in Criminal Justice, we are tasked to deliver in one of the area of MCG 2015 or deviant behavior as a practicing criminologist to give our view on whether homosexuality should be or should not be considered as a deviant behavior. We are also tasked to cite works of literature or theories that will support our position, and also provide provisions on the Bible or Quran that will reinforce our arguments. But before anything else, I would like to introduce myself first. I am Patrolman Jason R. Sanchez and I am 28 years old and I live in San Francisco, Agusan del Sur. I am working in the Philippine National Police and presently assigned in Police Provincial Office of Agusan del Sur for almost 6 years in the service. And I always believe that education is a continuing process of every human being. And I'm always hunger with learning and knowledge, which I decided to pursue my Master of Science in Criminal Justice in the prominent and prestigious school in the University of Mindanao, Davao City. As part of this course of MSCJ 2015 or Deviant Behavior, it is important to know what is deviant and how it differs to crime. So this time, allow me to explain further through my chosen topic of homosexuality. Before I going to give my insights related to this matter, I would just like to disclaim that all of which was only based on social observations and not to discredit nor to criticize the members of the LGBTQIA+ community. As a practicing criminologist, I believe so that homosexuality should not be considered as deviant behavior. Deviance is a behavior that does not adhere to social norms. For that reason is socially created. Some of the study in United States given that many people out there believe that homosexuality is incorrect. Society has created homosexuality to be a deviance. However, it is important to note that deviance is relative and not outright to society. Homosexuality is not a universal form of sexual deviance. There are numerous cultures that accept form of homosexuality that Western society is not accepting of it, however. And sometimes this non-accepting view causes discrimination towards homosexual. We need to see the fact and face the truth that this growing number of individuals as a part of the LGBTQIA+ community is inevitable. Some of the individuals do not really accept this as a social norms. It's because of the actions that is being committed by the members of the LGBTQIA+ community. And it is really sad because some of the men kiss a man to the public, and that is the very reason why they are being criticized instead of being given the chance to become normal. So what I am trying to condemn is that the actions that is wrongfully done in the public. But as being or the essence of being a member of the LGBTQIA+ community, there is nothing wrong with that. What is wrong with what is wrong is that the actions that do not conform to the general views in the community. So to discuss more about homosexual, let's talk about homophobia. Homophobia is the irrational fears of homosexuality in others, the worry of homosexual feelings within oneself, or self-loathing due to the fact that of one's homosexuality. Homophobia is expressed in many methods, both subtle and direct, just like telling jokes about queers, belittling their way of life, denying them housing and employment, membership into organizations, and engaging in violence versus homosexuals. Heterosexuals also reveal homophobia by preventing acts that would cause individuals to think they were gay. It affects men the most like this due to the fact that it prevents male friendships. Laws against homosexual behaviors have been very punitive. In American colonies, homosexuals were put to death by burning or drowning. Sodomy, which is oral or anal sex, was against the law in the United States. In the context of biblical aspect, like in Genesis 1 to 27, it states that, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. This is really what the Bible says about gender. That there are only two creating among human, and it cannot be denied. But as much as the society is concerned, it is always true that some of the actions of the LGBTQIA plus community which do not conform to the social standard of the society must be condemned with, because that is something wrong, just like kissing of man into of another man in the public. It can just it can cause curiosity among the childrens, and it must not be allowed. It can be allowed, but only in private entities. In this generation, I would just like to suggest that this behavior must be accepted, as a number of the member of the LGBTQIA plus community is fast growing worldwide. Though somehow might say, why do these people largely growing even they don't bear a child with their womb? But maybe it happens for a reason, and from societal from social changes, and maybe in the aspect of genetic abnormalities from the time of development of the child in the womb of their mother. So therefore, as a practicing criminologist, I believe that homosexuality should not be considered as deviant behavior. And for me, what is the deviant there is the actions which is wrongfully done in the public. But inherently, as part of the LGBTQA plus community, there's nothing wrong with that. But I am just hoping for those members of the said community, just always imagine how you would affect some of the children might see or watch how you act with, which is wrongfully done in the public. We are not condemning the members of the LGBTQA plus community, but as far as our integrity is concerned, especially the children, we must adhere to societal norms. Just like when you walk outside together with your boyfriend, together with your girlfriend as a lesbian or as a gay, just always look for the best thing that you could done with, which might not affect the perceptions or the curiosity of the children, especially those old persons having culture and traditions which do not conform from this LGBTQIA plus community. So again, there is a Bible and Quran have a justification with the condemnation of homosexuality, but however, the interpretation of this text is subjective and open for debate. The Bible, for instance, condemns sexual activity that is not between husband and wife, whether it is homosexual or heterosexual conduct. The Quran also prohibits the same gender or sexual behavior. However, the Quran does not mandate Muslims to intervene, so it is not a crime. So in conclusion, I would just like to reiterate that being part of the LGBTQIA plus community has no problem at all, but only the actions that you're going to do or the actions that you're going to commit in the public, it must adhere to the social norms or the standard behavior that we must do in the public, so that it will not cause something, it will not draw a conclusion that will somehow degrade or to discredit you as a member of the LGBTQIA plus community, since the number of the certain members of that community has really fast growing. So thank you for listening. I hope this video would be able to give additional tools and can help you for your future studies related to deviant behavior as your reference. So before that, I would just like to give thanks to Dr. Nestor C. Nabi, our professor, for giving us a chance to give our insights on deviant behavior. So once again, good afternoon, and I hope everyone is doing good, doing well today. Thank you very much.